Hey team, happy Sunday. So as you know, we're officially into fall, well into it now, and weather's starting to get a little bit colder outside. So we want to start to make some things and some recipes that are gonna, warm us up from the inside. Now, there are a lot of things that you can make that will warm you up, whether it's nice cozy foods like, anything, casseroles, lasagnas, anything in a slow cooker. I'm a big fan of my slow cooker. But this also includes really spicy foods. So I am going to attempt, for the first time, Lord help me, making my own hot sauce. There are a couple of different ways that you can make hot sauce. You can make it either like the quick cook version where you're doing it sort of on the pot and it's a little bit fresher, so you have to use it up in a couple of days after you put it in the fridge. Or there's the fermentation style, which takes about a week after leaving everything sort of to sit in vinegar and to ferment, almost like a pickling. And it lasts for a lot longer and for months essentially in the fridge or in your cupboard. So that's the one I'm gonna try today. Now, don't ask me why. Obviously I had a big bowl of Cheerios this morning and I'm gonna try to make my rookie hot sauce with ghost peppers. I don't know why I do this to myself. And the Scoville unit on a ghost pepper is about 1 million units. It's literally one of the hottest peppers that you can get. So pray for me. So in addition to the ghost pepper, we're also going to be mixing in some peaches, onions, and garlic. And so I'm going to be using peaches today because it actually helps mellow out ever so slightly the flavor of the ghost pepper. If you really wanted to, you could use a more acidic fruit like oranges or pineapples, and that's actually going to enhance the heat. But because this is my first time doing it, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of leeway. And now in terms of my methodology here, it is absolutely not a exact science. Most of the time when I'm experimenting with different recipes, I'll do a bit of research, I'll look on Google, and I'll kind of Frankenstein a recipe out of a few of them. And so this is a bit of a mix and a mangle from a few that I have seen, as well as the actual execution and like the process of how to make it. So again, we're trying this together and you're just on the journey with me. So as you can see, we've left things in pretty big chunks because as these are gonna go, they're gonna sit in the mason jar and ferment for about a week or so. And then we're gonna blend them all up afterwards so they will have softened. So you don't need to spend too much time like doing a lot of heavy chopping now. Now, when it comes to working with these, okay, have gloves. I don't, because clearly I'm not that smart. But if you don't have gloves, Ziplocs, man, work just as well, because you don't want to actually touch the flesh, the seeds, anything with your fingers, because one, your fingers are actually going to start burning a little bit and you're going to be feeling that forever. But then if you start touching anything else, that's going to start burning too. So better safe than sorry, and just wear a pair of gloves and then throw them out after you're done. Now, as you can see, I've also left these in very large chunks, and I've left most of the seeds in there. Whether it's because I'm a masochist or just pure glutton for punishment, I have no idea. Because as you know, the more seeds you keep in there, the higher the spice level it's going to be. So, again, pray for me. So after I put everything directly into the dishwasher and threw out my Ziploc bag gloves, put everything in the jar with a little bit of layering, and we've got a brine in here, so just some salt water, as well as about 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, so that's going to help the fermentation process. Now, like I said, as part of the Frankenstein of processes that I've seen, I'm going to cover this guy with a cheesecloth and twist this on so that we've got a nice tight seal. We don't have a lot of air coming in. And we're going to let this guy sit for about a week in a cool-ish, dry place. And we'll see how it goes. Have a good weekend.